It was early in the morning. The corridors of the New York subway were filled with the hurried steps of people rushing to work. Some were listening to music through their headphones, others engrossed in their phone screens. People were alone in the crowd. In one of the subway cars, a man sat quietly like any ordinary commuter. Dressed in a black jacket, gray beanie, and a simple backpack, he didn't stand out. Yet, this unassuming passenger was none other than one of Hollywood's most beloved stars, Keanu Reeves. However, no one could figure out why he was there. Keanu sat silently on a subway seat, just like the other passengers. His eyes looked slightly tired, but his face bore a peaceful expression. Something in the subway car had caught his attention. A young man was deeply focused on a sketchpad, lost in his drawings. The boy, who looked about 19, was thin, disheveled, and clearly immersed in his own world. He was so absorbed in the details of his sketches that he seemed oblivious to everything around him. From afar, Keanu observed the young man's drawings. They were remarkably impressive, filled with sci-fi cities, fantastical creatures, and striking characters. Unable to contain his curiosity, Keanu quietly got up and sat down next to the young man. Glancing at the sketches, he gently asked, "This is amazing work. Did you draw all of these yourself?" The young man was startled. He looked up, and when he realized the man sitting next to him was Keanu Reeves, his eyes widened, and he dropped his pencil. Are you Keanu Reeves?" he stammered, his voice trembling. Keanu smiled warmly and said, "Yes, but that doesn't matter. Let's take another look at these drawings. I think there's incredible talent here." The young man, still shocked, tried to compose himself and said, "Yes, they're mine, but it's just a hobby," his voice trailing off. Keanu pointed to one of the pages in the sketchbook and said, "A hobby? This is art. You need to believe in that." A few passengers in the corner of the car noticed Keanu talking to the young man, but Keanu paid no attention to the distractions and continued his conversation. "What's your dream? What do you want to do?" he asked. The young man hesitated before shyly replying, "I want to make animated films, but reaching a place like Hollywood seems impossible for someone like me." Keanu paused for a moment before responding. "Everyone starts somewhere. I did too. No one is born famous or successful. What matters is taking the first step." The subway stopped at the next station. The young man stood up to leave. But before he stepped off, Keanu reached into his bag, pulled out a small notebook, and quickly scribbled something down. Handing the paper to the young man, he said, "This is my manager's number. If you're serious about creating an animation project, I can help you get an opportunity. But only if you're really serious. Call me." The young man took the paper with trembling hands, struggling to find the words to thank him. As the subway doors closed, Keanu waved at him from his seat. The young man stood in the middle of the subway station, still trying to process what had just happened. This could be the turning point of his life. Keanu Reeves's brief yet profound encounter had opened a door to his dreams. What started as an ordinary subway ride became an unforgettable chapter in his life, proof that extraordinary moments can happen when you least expect them.